Hello, everybody. So this is a little karma yoga I wanted to send you all. So completely free of charge. Part of karma yoga is one of the principles of the 8 limbs of yoga, and it's about selfless service, offering something with absolutely nothing in return and no expectation. So I really wanted to offer this as a little bit of a show towards what is Ashtanga yoga. So it's something else that I'm also trained in. It's what I trained in at the beginning of my yoga journey. So it's not really related to riders or rider specific. It's just a form of yoga, which is very much it's a movement practice combined with the breath. Hence, it becomes a moving meditation, and it can be really powerful. I noticed when I did it, I used to do it every single day, sometimes twice a day, when I first trained, and it gave me huge strength, mentally and physically. And it also cleansed me. So when I did my training, it was a thorough cleansing over a month. And it also gave me great suppleness and well, in short, it gave me the ability to train sort of up to 10 horses a day, and then often go for a run in the evening afterwards. So my strength was phenomenal when I really practiced this. However, it can, if used and abused, which I probably did a little bit too much of it, combined with my other physical activities, it can lead to certain strains and pulls and things like that. That's the same as any physical activity. So now I rarely do it, but what I do is often take little snippets from the program. So what I wanted to do today was to show you a little bit of the dynamic movement, which is utilized within the practice. It's the first part of the primary series as well. There's actually 6 series. And it's really just to kind of give you an idea of how your body can move quite quickly, but you can still be in sync with it, and you can be in charge of where your body is going, how your body's getting there. And hopefully, because you've done so many weeks with me now, you'll have some inner strength there already and some inner movement patterns that will be a little bit more autonomous. So forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty, because I don't do it very often. But what I want to try and do is I'll guide you through some of the breath and the movement. You don't have to be perfectly in sync. There's going to be times where you're going to have to take a quick in breath because you couldn't quite catch your breath, and maybe your diaphragm and your cardiovascular fitness isn't quite ready yet to go to the full rhythm, if that makes sense. So we'll warm up the body first in a nice, kind, gentle way so that we're ready for some sun salutations and also some standing postures. We might touch on the seated postures, but you'll be thankful to hear we won't be putting loads and loads of vinyasas in, which is quite a big element of the Ashtanga practice. And that's what really builds strength and cardiovascular fitness. But we won't be putting loads of those in because that's just cruel to do at the beginning of kind of just having a taster of it. Okay, so let's get to it. So we'll start standing, and as always, we will ground. So we'll just let those arms shake out. Quite a chilly morning here with me. When you do your practice, hopefully your room is nice and warm. Just shake out the arms first of all, and then take one leg, shake one leg out. Good practice for your balance, which we'll be focusing on over the next few weeks. And then bring that leg down and shake the other leg out. We're just getting some movement into those joints. Super. And then come to stillness. Close the eyes down. And then drop that inner awareness. So in from the feet and the hands, all the way into the body. And actually, first of all, just check in with the breath. So we're going to look at the breath first of all. Just notice it. Not making any changes just now. Just see where it's at today. Noticing if it feels smooth. If the inhale is the same length as the exhale, or maybe one is different to the other. And offering no judgment, just literally noticing that breath enter the body, come into the lungs, nourish that body. And then the air, exit those lungs out through the nostrils, cleansing the body. Okay, now dropping that attention down into the feet, noticing, maybe wiggling the toes a little bit, just noticing if there's any stiffness or any tension in those feet. If you feel well balanced, make any adjustments if you need to. Coming up through the heels and the ankles. Imagine running that searchlight through your lower limb. Just noticing anything at all. Checking in with the knees, thighs, the pelvis, that area really linked to the root chakra. So very important for everybody, let alone just riders. How's it feeling today? The bony surfaces, the soft surfaces, the internal substances and structures. Just dropping in. And then noticing the spinal column. It's giving a little stretch all the way up through the crown of your head. Giving some space between those vertebrae. And then checking in with the abdomen, all your organs, your heart, your lungs. Becoming aware of your collarbone, your shoulders, your arms, the entirety of your arms, all the way down to your wrists, your hands and your fingers. Coming up through your neck now, around the circumference of your neck. Maybe feel the back of the neck just stretching a little. And then your skull. Checking in, any sensations. Holding no criticism or judgment. How's that brain feeling? Is there any spaciousness in the brain, in the skull, around the face, the eyes, the nose, the jaw, the cheekbones, even the teeth and the mouth, and the inner and outer ears. And now placing your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest, breathing into that belly first of all, and then up into the chest. So the two-part breathing first of all, so two-part inhale and then long, slow exhale. Really using that Ujjayi breath, so closing down the back of the nose area, making that sort of Darth Vader sound or ocean breath. Really directing the breath into those hands. First the right hand, then the left hand, and then breathing out all the way through the spine, out through the tailbone. Still constricting the back of the nasal passages. So as you breathe out, it's almost like you're breathing out through a straw. And if you do find this difficult, you can literally open your lips just a tiny bit so that you just breathe out through that imaginary straw. So you elongate the breath. And as you're doing these breaths, you can, if you wish to, move your hands to the sides of your ribs, thumbs to the back, fingertips to the forefront. Drop the shoulder blades down and then direct that same two-part inhale and feel it coming into those two hands so you widen in the rib cage. So you're still belly and then chest breathing. Breathing out through that long, slow breath. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing it out. Really opening up the bottoms of those ribs. Expanding those lungs. One more. And then dropping those arms down on that last exhale, drop the shoulders down. And then taking that into a little bounce, little gentle bounce, pull that pelvic floor in, draw that tummy in. Just nice and gentle first of all. Really allow those shoulders bounce up and down, allow the hips to move. Keep those feet really, really secure into the ground. Bouncing through, nice soft knees. And then we're going to inhale and raise the arms up. Inhale, exhale, sweep them back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then come back to your bouncing. It's just nice and gentle. If I go side on, just feeling that body, you know, allow it to bounce as low as it wants to. Doesn't have to be too quick at the beginning. Just waking up, allowing those shoulders, almost adding a little roll back of those shoulders as well. And then we're going to do those inhales again. Inhale up, exhale, and in, and out, and in. Close the eyes if it feels good. Out, in, out, in, and in. And this time I'm just going to bounce a little bit more vigorously. So really lifting the shoulders. Oh, gaining in heat. Lifting the heels a little bit. And then we're going to go for our breaths again. Nice big cleansing breath. Really fold that body. In, out, in, out, out. Two more. Good. Okay, then take that into a twist. Draw that tummy in, pull that pelvic floor in. Allow the gaze to follow the twist. Really, really cleansing. Keep softness in the knees. Lovely. And then slowly coming down to stillness. Okay, then we're just going to breathe those arms up. Really reach up, look up. And exhale. Breathe in and up. And exhale. Let the breath settle a bit. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale. Lovely. A little wiggle, just easing through the body. Just keep checking that pelvic floor. Always good to try and remind yourself. Okay, so from here, we're just going to warm up the body a little bit more and do a little bit of cross-stepping. So we're going to take opposite elbow to opposite knee. So we'll be coming across the body like that, okay? So again, this is starting to help us think about the balancing for next session, but it's nice and dynamic. Keep your eyes fixed on a drishti in front of you, so roughly 3 to 4 feet ahead of you. Draw that pelvic floor in, bring those arms out to the side, drop the shoulder blades down, and then we're going to go right elbow to left knee first of all. And we're going to work it with the breath as well. So we'll inhale and exhale, putting the feet down. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep that pelvic floor in. Keep that tummy drawn in. If you can't reach elbow to knee, just go near. If you're just coming across, that is enough. Everyone's going to come to a different start point. So even if you're just going more across with the knee and the elbow, so across that imaginary middle line, that is also just as good. Breathing it through. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You can keep the feet active if you want by keeping the toes up when you lift the foot. Working through the feet. And if you take a little wobble, just balance yourself, take a moment, and come back. Again, really cleansing, challenging the brain too, both the left hemisphere and the right, as well as your physical balance. Okay. Last one. Drop down now, drop the arms down, drop the eyes down. You can bow the head. Check in with the body. Really release. Just take that internal focus. Maybe you can feel your heart beating a little bit faster. Maybe your breath feels a little bit more speedy. Okay, and then slowly start to reawaken the body just by rolling the shoulders back. Start to lift the head so the chin is horizontal. And taking some big breaths in as you inhale and draw those shoulders up and back. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale, exhale down. And then rotate those shoulders the other way. Just opening up in the chest, really push them back and allow the rest of the body to move. You don't have to be fixed in place. The knees can be soft, the pelvis can be mobile. Just draw that tummy in, draw that pelvic floor in. Make sure the tailbone is dropped down and the glutes are just slightly switched on, so that we know we're not overarching the back. Lovely. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start with sun salutes. So I've positioned my mat slightly different to normal, so hopefully you'll be able to see sort of the front and the side. So we're just going to go with the split leg sun salutes, and then we'll try some little jump backs and see how everybody feels. If people try the jump backs and they don't like it, or it's too difficult, or it's just too much of a challenge right now, then just go to the split legs. Absolutely okay. And you're perfectly okay to follow your own breath. Okay, I'm going to describe the breath, try and fit in if you can. If you can't, obviously keep breathing and keep trying to educate the body and the breath to work together. It does come over time, okay? Rome wasn't built in a day. So, coming to stillness, you can have your ankles together or your feet hip width apart. So go with what your balance allows and dictates just now. Hands to your heart space. So inhale up, really tall and stretched, and then exhale, fold at the hips, bringing those hands down, finding the ground if they can, soft knees. And then inhale, lift the upper body, half forward bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take that right leg back so you're into a lunge. And then exhale, take the left leg back so you're into plank. Drop the knees, chin and chest. And then this would be your inhale up into up dog. Tuck the toes under, engage that pelvic floor, and you're going to come back. You can come back through your knees and then up to down dog. Having a few breaths here.
Breathe it out. Draw that pelvic floor in. Have a little wiggle through the neck. See how everything feels. Feel how everything feels. Okay, so a little bit of softness in the knees. We're going to step the right leg forward. And as we've done in the past, if it doesn't quite get there, just grab it and manhandle it through towards the hands. So on your inhale, step the right leg forward. Exhale, bring the left leg forward. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale down to Samasthiti. So now we do the other side. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, take the right leg back. Dropping the knees, chin in the chest. So that's your exhale. And then inhale, coming up to up dog. Tuck the toes under, come back to your knees if you need to. And then into down dog. That would be your exhale. Elbows to the sides. Fingertips working into the ground. Feet working hard. And then we're going to step the left leg forward. Again, if it doesn't quite get there, just grab it. So, inhale. Step that left leg forward. Right leg forward on the inhale, exhale. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, fold. And then inhaling, coming all the way up. And exhale to Samasthiti. Okay, so that, because we're doing it split-legged, where we're taking one leg back at a time, we're going nice and slowly. And we're just allowing the body and the mind to kind of start to get some rhythm together. So we're going to go through it once again. This time I'll try and just stick to the breaths for you. And if you have to slot in extra breaths, please don't worry. Just go for finding your rhythm just now, okay? Each day is going to be different. Okay, so it's always the right leg first. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, step the right leg back. And left leg back on the inhale. Drop the knees, chin in the chest, that's your exhale. And then inhale, coming up into up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes and push into down dog. Roughly around sort of 3 to 5 breaths here. Some days you're going to be happy to do up to 8. So, just follow where you'll feel just now. And then we're going to step the right leg through before we begin again on the other side. So, inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale down to Samasthiti. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to the chest, half forward fold. Exhale, step the left leg back. Inhale, the right leg back. So you're in a plank. Exhale, drop the knees, chin in the chest. Inhale, coming up to up dog. Tuck the toes under and exhale into down dog. Breathe it out. Okay, then we're going to step the left leg forward and that'll be finishing that second set. So left leg, inhale forward. Right leg, exhale forward. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, full fold. And inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale down to Samastiti. Okay, well done. Congratulate yourself because that's the first time you've ever done that. Hopefully you're starting to get a feel of how the breath can flow with the movement and the movement flow with the breath. Okay, so we're going to do, so that's Surya Namaskara A, or Sun Salute A. That's a variation of. So now we're going to do the jump back version, so that you get a feel for that. And then we'll have a little look at Sun Salute B. Okay, so if you need a little bit more time, maybe just check in, ground for a moment, see how it's all feeling. Notice the breath. Notice how the body might be feeling after those movements. And then we're ready to begin again. So this is just going to be jumping both legs back. It's going to be a little bit swifter. And I will show you the chaturanga, which is, so when you've been doing the plank and then going down knees, chin and chest, that is a variation for preparing for the chaturanga. Most of you, please stay doing the knees and the chin and the chest down on that exhale. But I will show you the chaturanga, which is going down as a sort of form of a press up or press down, if you like, before you come up into the up dog. Okay, so it gives you a variation for what you're looking to achieve, but I want you guys to really try and modify yourself. So the first time I'll do normal knees, chin and chest, and the second time I'll do chaturanga. Okay, so hands to your heart space, push those glutes on, draw the pelvic floor in, and inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Now exhale, jump back into plank. And then you drop your knees, your chin and your chest through that exhale. Then inhale to up dog. Tuck the toes under and exhale into down dog. So you can see we've come into our down dog much, much quicker. Breathe it out. So from here, we're going to jump it forward. So we have to bend the knees on an exhale, and then inhale, jump forward and half forward bend. That's all one movement. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale to Samastiti. So that you can see how much swifter that is for your Sun Salute A. Now, there's little movements that are coming there that are, you're doing all in one breath, where there's maybe sort of 2 or 3 movements. If you need to add in breaths, do so. That's absolutely fine. Over the time, over the days, over the months, it will start to all blend in. Your lung capacity will improve. Your brain control to your breathing will improve, as well as your movement starting to help the breath, okay? So please do not worry. So we'll go again. This time I'm going to do the chaturanga, where I go from plank down. But those of you that are new to this, knees, chin and chest, okay? So inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward bend. And exhale, jump back. And chaturanga coming down. Inhale up. Exhale, push back into down dog. And breathe it out. Squeeze those shoulder blades back away from you. Let the head hang, elbows to the sides. So we're going to jump it forward again. So exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, jump forward and half forward bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, down to Samastiti. Super, have a little wiggle. So you've seen there how we do knees, chin and chest after the plank and the chaturanga down. So we have done variations of the arm movement for chaturanga. I'm just going to show you where we've done our yogic press-ups like this. So that is your kind of prep for being able to do those chaturangas and all the planks that we've been doing in the previous weeks. Okay, so you have the tools, you have all the little components to make up the sun. Yeah, okay, so sometimes try it if you're feeling strong. If you're not feeling strong, knees, chin and chest. So I'm going to do another one where we do knees, chin and chest, not the chaturanga. Okay, so here we go. Squeeze those glutes, drop the tailbone, pelvic floor in up. Inhale. Really stretch. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, jump back, knees, chest and chin, and up into up dog on the inhale. Tuck the toes under and back into down dog. Wiggle it out to what you might fancy. Just keep those shoulders well away from the ears. Okay. So we're going to bend the knees on the exhale in readiness to jump forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, jump forward and half forward bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale down to Samastiti. Super! So those are really, really good, those sun salutes to do. Quite often I do them if I've been traveling somewhere to do a clinic and I've got a long drive, maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I'll do them somewhere, I'll find somewhere quiet to do them before I start teaching. It just wakes up the body, gets the brain working, gets the body feeling like, oh yeah, I can do stuff. Okay, so it's really, really nice to do. If you're feeling a bit low in mood, just think, oh, just chuck out 3 sun salutes. Maybe outside in the sun or even in the rain, get your feet on the grass. It just helps to reinvigorate the body, bring all those natural systems back into flourishing mode, okay? So that's sun salute A. We're going to look at sun salute B. So with the sun salute B, we do need to do the jump back. We'll stick to doing the, let's call them the broken down chaturangas, or you could call them like a caterpillar because you kind of make a caterpillar shape when you go down with your knees, chin and chest. So, excuse me. So we'll do those without the full chaturanga because I don't want to challenge you too much. Obviously, those of you that have maybe worked with me before one-to-one, you might be feeling strong enough to do the full chaturanga. Okay. So really, this is very similar base, but we're adding in some warriors in there. Okay, so a bit of balance. Always going to be balanced when you do warriors, and coordination, and also it ups the cardio rate. Okay. So I have got a bit of a cough, so if I start coughing halfway through, don't worry. It's the remnants of a nasty bug. Okay, so we're also using chair pose here too. So here's hoping that I can remember to put it in. So starting in our usual position with our hands to our heart space, really grounding down, pelvic floor in. Okay, so inhale the arms up. This time we're going to exhale down, touch the floor, and then come into an inhale for your chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, jump back. Knees, chin and chest through that exhale. Inhale, coming up into up dog. Tuck the toes under, back into down dog. So only here for one exhale. Now step the right leg forward. Inhaling, coming up into warrior one. That's one big inhale. Exhale, come down with the hand. Step it back. That's your exhale. Inhale the left leg forward. Inhale. That's one long inhale. Exhale, come down. Step the left leg back. Knees, chin and chest on. And exhale, and then inhale up. Tuck the toes under. And exhale into down dog. So a good 3 to 5 breaths here. So we're going to bend the knees on an exhale and readiness to jump forward. So exhale, bend. Inhale, jump forward and half forward bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair pose. And then exhale down into Samastiti. Okay, well done. So technically there is another chaturanga in between the 2 warriors, but I don't want to challenge you to too much of that already. I think it's nice to just go one leg warrior, other leg warrior, and then get into your down dog where it's kind of technically a resting pose. You can catch your breath and then you're able to flow through with the rest of the sort of routine, okay? So there will be times where we do put all of them in, all of those chaturangas, but for a beginning, I think we'll just stick to this, okay? So, hope you're all feeling okay. It's challenging me, especially with this chest bug. It's making me have to work harder, but I'm keeping some awareness on if I'm getting too puffed, I'll put in an extra breath. So that I'm working with what I've got on the day, okay? So we're going to go through that again. We might do 2 more reps so that you start to get a real feel for this. Obviously with breaks in between. So if we were doing the full Ashtanga set, there's no breaks. It's just bang, 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 okay? So that gives you an idea of how that increases your fitness and your mental fitness. Okay, so pull that pelvic floor in, ground yourself. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, jump back. Knees, chin and chest. Inhale up into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Right leg forward. Inhale. Exhale. Into that down dog. Inhale the left leg forward. Exhale down. Knees, chin and chest. Inhale up. Exhale, coming back. And then breathing that out into your down dog. You're widening in those shoulders, breathing it out. You might be breathing quite fast, but still keep that diaphragm working. Pelvic floor switched on. Keeping those bandhas switched on. And using that Ujjayi breath. So bend the knees on the exhale. Inhale, jump forward into half forward bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, push that up into Samasthiti. Good. Okay. So hopefully you're finding a little bit of smoothness in there. I am tempted to put the little chaturanga in between the 2 warriors. I wasn't going to, but I very nearly did it that time, and I just feel that it might give you an impression of how it can feel and how it can challenge you. Obviously, I will still do it as like knee, chin, and chest, but it might just give you a sense of unity, I think, and really separating the right-hand side from the left-hand side in a little bit more clarity, I think. Kind of accents it, I think. So I think we'll try it, okay? And then we're going to go into some different postures. So then the cardio will start to slow down a little bit, okay? Right, so taking your start position. Do what you need to do to find comfort. Switch yourself on, be fully engaged because this does increase focus. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up into your chair position. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half forward bend. And then exhale, jump back. Knees, chin and chest through that exhale. Inhale, up to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg step forward. Warrior 1. Exhale, come down. So we're going to go back to the plank. Now chin and chest. That's one long exhale. Inhale, come up to up dog. Exhale into down dog. Now it's the left side. Left leg. Inhale forward. Exhale down. So long exhale into that plank. Then knee, chin and chest. That's one long exhale. Inhale coming up. Exhale into your down dog. Breathe it out. So this is technically a resting pose for those. So yes, you'll breathe hard, but you're just staying in this posture, pushing into your fingertips, elbows out, slightly soft knees. And you let the breath do the work. You might notice some real change physically by just allowing the breath to breathe as hard as it might need to breathe. Okay, readiness. Gonna jump it forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, jump forward and half forward bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale. Drop those arms to Samasthiti. Well done. I'm really proud of you for trying that. And if you have to take extra breaths, I don't care, because it means at least you're trying to keep up with the body movement. And then you will start to slot in. And also, if you practice that on your own, you can, once you've got the rhythm and the routine, you can kind of say, okay, I'm just going to stop here for a little minute, breathe a bit, then go again. So you'll be able to put your knees down, make little variations, just like we've done in the previous weeks. Okay, so it's really important. Have a little sip of tea. Okay. So from here, there's traditionally a couple of forward bends, but actually we're just going to go straight into some standing postures. And we are going to use block. If you want to have both blocks nearby, by all means do so. I think really just one block is enough, but see how you go. So from your standing position at the top of your mat, which is where you would be, we're going to step the right leg back. So inhale as you take that step back, and then we're going to rotate so that we're pointing the right foot that way, and this left foot will be on an angle mirroring the short edge of the mat. So we're coming into Trikonasana, so triangle pose, keeping the legs nice and straight. Inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale, reach to the right, drop that block down to the ankle and reach the left arm up. Keep breathing. So as with all standing postures, feel like you're trying to rip the mat in half. Press down in the heels, as well as the toes working. Draw the soles of the feet upwards. Keep breathing. So here, it's quite good to aim for between 5 and 8 breaths. Sometimes if you've only got time for 3, go for 3. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. Very easy to get them up. A little bit of softness in the knees so you're not hyperextending. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up to your triangle position. Keep the arms where they are. Turn your right foot, turn your left foot. So now you're looking across your left. Swap your block over. Rotate those shoulders. Inhale, tall and straight. Exhale, reach left and drop that block down. And then reach upwards with that top hand. You're pushing down and pushing up, looking up. Really lovely stretch through the side of your body here. Press into those feet. Keep breathing. Use that Ujjayi breath. Look down on the exhale. Inhale, come up. And then you can here bring your hand to your heart space, just holding your block. Now step your right foot to the right edge of your mat and your left foot on an angle towards the left side of your mat. So now your hips are square to the short edge of the mat, blocking your left hand. Inhale, reach up, and we're going to place that block to the outside of the right ankle. Get your balance here, square off the hips, pull the left hip forward. And then inhale as you reach up with the right arm. So you're in rotated triangle. Look up to that top hand if you can. If you can't, gaze forward to one spot. Keep those feet working hard. Exhale, look down. Push into those legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Hold your block. So now we're going to swivel this round the other way. So pivoting around on the feet. Left leg, left foot to the left side of the mat. Right foot to the right side of the mat. So we're on that angle with that back foot. Square the hips. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. Exhale, bring it down to the outside of the left foot. Get that twisting already through from the chest. Pull the right hip forward. And then reach up with that left arm. Breathe it out. Shoulders away from ears. Not too much weight on the block. You've got to keep that core pulling in. If you feel a little bit compromised, just step the right foot forward. Give yourself more stability. Exhale, look down. Inhale, bring yourself up. And then step forward to your back to start position. Have a little wiggle. Close the eyes down. See what feels different. What's working. What's stretching. What's strengthening. Okay, so 2 more standing postures. And then we're going to ease it down. Okay. Okay. So take a nice big inhale. Exhale, step the right leg back. We're going to pivot the feet. So we're heel to heel alignment. Right foot is pointing the short edge. Left foot will be a little bit on an angle. So as if pointing towards kind of this direction, okay? Or it can be equally quite straight and square. Bend that right knee. Inhale, the arms up and straight, nice and tall. Exhale, reach forward and pop the block down to the outside of that ankle. And then reach overhead. So really big side angle stretch. Keep pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. Look up to the top hand. If it feels good, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Try not to lean on the bottom hand. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Pivot the feet. Swap your block over. Bend the left knee. Remember the toes on the inside of that left knee. Inhale, tall and straight. Exhale, reach. Drop down. And then really side stretch. Heel to fingertips. Looking up to that palm. Pulling that right hip. Drawing the thigh into the left hip. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Pivot the feet. Now you can discard your block. And you're going to bring the right foot over to the right edge. And the left foot definitely on an angle now to the left edge. Bend the knee, toes on the inside of the knee, hands to your heart space. In fact, you can do a nice big inhale first. So inhale up, then hands to your heart space on the exhale. Another big inhale, and then as you exhale, take the left elbow over to the right knee. So your big twist here. And then push, leverage into that so you can come up, open up through the chest. Trying to bring your sternum to your fingertips or thumb tips. And then look up if you can. Squeeze those glutes. Big, big stretch here. Big twist, great for digestion and wind. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Keep those hands at your heart space. You're going to pivot round. So reposition. Left foot to your left edge. Right foot pointing to your right edge. bend the knee, inhale up, exhale, hands to your heart space, another big inhale. And then exhale, take that elbow over. If it doesn't quite go and you just can't quite get there, then just come into a freestanding twist, okay? So if you can't quite get the leverage, it's okay to try and just bring that twist in. If you can get down, then you can use the pressure into the thigh with the elbow. Draw that tummy in. You can also, if it's a real struggle, drop your back knee. So you can come down and then you've got a little bit more balance. So some days if you're feeling really unbalanced, just coming to this position is just as good. In fact, you often access slightly different areas. Squeeze those glutes. Looking up past that left elbow. So if you have gone down on your knee, bring your head down on the exhale, push back so that you straighten that leg. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, step forward, and shake it out. Well done, really good. Sorry if you've got the glare of the sun, but I'm reluctant to close the curtains to avoid it. We don't get much sun this time of year, so we've got to take it. Okay, well done. So that's the very beginning of some of the Ashtanga primary series. There's other standing postures to add in, also things like tree and such like, but we're going to let that be your beginning sort of feel of it, okay? So we're going to come down to the ground now, tuck the chin to the chest, slowly rolling down. Again, as always, if you need to shimmy out somewhere, do so. Come down onto all fours. And just for argument's sake, we'll come onto your fists, thumb out. So give a little bit of a different sensation. Find your tabletop position and then cat and cow. So exhale, rounding the spine, shoulders away from ears, tuck the chin. Inhale, dropping the spine, lifting the tail. And lastly, lifting the head. Rounding. Follow your own breath. Make it lovely and slow because we are slowing down now after that practice. You may notice that there's a little bit more mobility or something's activating more than it has done before. Always good to notice these things. Next exhale, drop your bottom to your heels and down into pose of child or swan. Breathe it out. Might be nice here to open up the knees and then slide your left arm under your, your right arm under your left armpit. So twist, soften down, release everything. Gaze at pelvic floor, come up and then swap those arms over. Inhale, coming up, come round onto your bottom. And slowly roll down, keep those knees bent. We'll just pop into a little bridge to open up the heart space. To bring those heels in towards your bottom. If you can touch your heels, that's great. You can also keep hold of your heels as you go all the way up into your bridge. Go with what feels right. Slowly lifting the pelvis, really lovely and slowly. Now the back of the waist. Each rib, really slowly. Keep breathing, using your Ujjayi breath. Slowly coming higher and higher, lifting those hips, coming up to your shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift the head and stretch it out more. Sort of tuck the chin a little bit into the chest to really stretch the back of the neck and breathe into that. Really lift those hips. Your hands can support your bottom or interlace the fingers, push them down, hold onto the ground or hold onto your heels. Do not turn your neck. Breathe it out. Another squeeze higher. And then separate the shoulders, slowly come down like a string of pearls, slowly onto a table. Really, one vertebra at a time. Through all the ribs. Upper waist, middle waist, lower waist, sacrum. Once you're flat, take a moment. And then draw the knees in to counterpose that slowly. Shoulders away from the ears. Hug those knees in. You can lift your head if it feels good up towards your knees, so you really scrunch up. From here then, you can rock and roll, massage out that back. Feel like a big rocking chair. And when you're ready, come to stillness. Come into your Shavasana pose. If you need to do a couple of little hip openers like happy baby, do so. Follow what the body wants. But do come down into your Shavasana. Take your blanket. And we'll just do a really simple relaxation. So just taking the time here. Ooh, let me just check. Still recording, okay. Take your time in your Shavasana. Drop down, allow the ankles to fall away from each other, completely opening up in the hips. Arms falling away from each other. And from the main body, palms upwards if possible. And then we'll just finish with some simple chakra breathing. So inhaling through the soles of your feet. Exhale through the crown of your head. Inhale through your third eye. Exhale through the base of your spine. Inhale through your solar plexus. Exhale through your heart center. Inhale through your throat center. Exhale through the crown of your head. Inhale through your third eye. Exhale through the soles of your feet. Inhale through the soles of your feet. Exhale through your heart center. Inhale through your solar plexus. Exhale through the base of your spine. Inhale through your throat center. Exhale through your heart center. Inhale through your solar plexus.
Exhale through the crown of your head. Inhale through the soles of your feet. Exhale through the base of your spine. Inhale through the base of your spine. Exhale through your solar plexus. Inhale through your solar plexus. Exhale through your heart center. Inhale through your heart center. Exhale through your throat center. Inhale through your throat center. Exhale through the crown of your head. Inhale through the crown of your head. Exhale through your third eye. Inhale through your third eye. Exhale through the crown of your head. Inhale through the crown of your head. And exhale through the soles of your feet. Now resting in that relaxation. I urge you to stay as long as you need to. I will leave you resting and wish you a really, really, really kind and satisfying rest of your day. Namaste.